First, hi Helle.
Yeah.
You're in sunny California now.
Yes, nice. I'm sitting here on the patio enjoying summertime.
First of all, I want to thank you in the name of bbszene that you have time for us. It's the first time that I do for bbszene.de girl an interview with a legendary and very beautiful IFBB Pro. Thank you very much.
You. Thank you for having me.
I'm very glad. Um, just enjoy the drink.
Yeah,
um,
it's kind of hot here.
yeah, really. Um, what I like is maybe can you a little bit introduce yourself a little bit? I will talk a little bit about you are coming from Denmark, as maybe not everybody knows. How does it come that you are moved to the US a couple of years ago? Can you tell me a little bit about the circumstances?
Well, I've been working out for 23 years and I've been a pro since 2003. And it just came to a point where I wanted to take my career to the next level. And I felt like, the best coaches over here, the best trainers, all the pro female bodybuilding competitions over here.
Yeah,
The flights are really long from Europe.
that's true.
So I felt like, I'd rather wanted to be here. It's like a lot of like cyclists, they live in France where the mountains are. And I felt like, I had to come to the mountain.
I know. Okay, good. Thank you. Was it really difficult for you to leave your home country, or was it just okay? The chances are better, or how was it for you?
Well, I've been traveling a lot. I think I've been traveling like in about 27 countries in the world so far. So I'm used to traveling. I'm used to being in new places. So it wasn't so difficult. I like to take on new challenges. What is the most difficult part is being apart from my family and friends. But, luckily they have direct flights from LA now. It's only 10, 11 hours. So
That's good.
it's manageable to go home once in a while.
Very fine. To be now on point in a timely manner, we want to talk a little bit about let's say, the new IFBB Pro League engagement for female bodybuilding is coming around the last couple of years, mostly pushed by Wings of Strength. What are you thinking about that?
I think it's an awesome opportunity that we have with Wings of Strength. They're very passionate about the sport. Um, Not everybody knows that Olympia, Miss Olympia got taken over by Wings of Strength. They have changed the name to Rising Phoenix World Championships now.
Yeah,
It's exactly the same. It's the same qualifying criteria. It's the same girls competing. We just get more promotion. And also the prize money are higher, so we're able to make a better living. And just having people uh, promote competitions, like people that really care, it
yeah,
just shows in the whole season, around the whole um, the season, both the season and the competitions, it just comes over that they really want to do something for us and they really want to promote the sport and take it to the next level, and that's just amazing.
yeah. That's very fine. Just to mention, we're already reported many times about Wings of Strength and Jake and Crystal. Um, so thank you for your encouragement of those two guys. They're very nice. Um, Maybe the most people of our let's say a bit hardcore forum now, because we are not so mainstream anymore like we was before. Um, the most guys and for instance the girls want to know: do you have any special preparation scheme now for in the last couple of months or weeks prior to the Chicago Pro?
Um, You're talking about the Chicago Pro last year, or?
No, no, this season.
Yeah, this season I'm not going to do the Chicago Pro. I did the
No?
Chicago Pro last year to
Yeah.
qualify for the Rising Phoenix.
Okay, okay.
So
Sorry.
since I placed second last year,
Yeah,
which I was very proud of,
yeah,
that was my best result so far.
yeah,
So I think it's the top five are automatically qualified for next
yeah,
year. So I don't have to do a qualifier,
yeah.
which puts me in a really good position
Ah, yeah.
because
I didn't know.
I only have one show to focus on. I can put my all into that. I'm not going to do multiple competitions. Like, we can also qualify in points. So
Yeah.
each competition will give you some points, but you can end up being worn out when you get to the championships.
Yeah.
So this is really great. I'm more or less on a diet all year. Not,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say diet. I would say nutrition plan,
Mm-hmm.
because if you want to build muscle, you don't build it on pizzas and burgers. So I make sure that my nutrition is on point.
Uh-huh.
It's not something you just do like a couple of weeks before, a couple of months before. It's like a
Whole year.
365-day project.
Ah, okay. So
So
so you have no special tricks
work.
or something else you can can reveal or
Um, Mostly it's about, putting the work in
yeah,
for those people that want to either compete or they just want to change their body.
yeah,
There's no quick ways. There's not a diet pill
yeah,
or, any like, you see so many schemes
yeah,
nowadays online, like you just need to work out 10 minutes, 3 days a week, and you'll
yeah,
get the dream body.
yeah.
And it's just about getting into a good routine, getting
Okay.
into a good like nutritional routine, getting into a workout routine. It's always hard in the beginning because
Yeah.
if you change your lifestyle, you gotta kind of get used to that and find that structure.
Consistency. That's key.
Yeah,
Yeah.
consistency. I'll recommend to get a coach,
Uh-huh.
somebody who can,
You?
yeah, for example, I do coaching. What a coach is just mainly they'll make your training plan, your nutrition plan, supplement plan. That can be a jungle too with supplements online. It's like what to take, what to not take, not to take. Should you do protein powder or not? Um, and your coach will
Yeah.
hold you accountable.
Uh-huh.
So the way I work is like photos every week,
Uh-huh.
measurements every week,
Yeah.
and then there will be changes made like every week along the way to make sure that the results are coming as quickly as possible. But I'd say
I
just
see.
put in the work and get that diet straight.
Okay. You mentioned coach would be a good idea when you are really focusing on it. Do you have any advices for um, categories of coach or let's say properties of a coach you have to look for, like a little bit, let's say, certificates, or is it the personal relationship to the coach, or what is it? What makes the coach the best?
I would say it's always good to look at their experience. Is it a new person? Like, I see so many new coaches coming up. Once they did one competition, they're already a coach.
Uh-huh.
So it doesn't really, uh, it's not really about that you've competed a couple of times. It's more like how long experience do you have as a coach? It is, of course, it can be a plus that you have competed and you have gone through the steps and you know what it is.
Hmm.
A certification doesn't necessarily mean anything. I have
Yeah.
certifications, but it's very basic knowledge.
Hmm.
I say experience. That's what really counts. How many years of experience do you have? And also, talk to the coach about what kind of approach they have.
Yeah.
Everybody has their style. Some like keto diets, like no carb. Some like to do more carbs and more cardio,
Yeah.
and so it's like kind of just have a conversation with the coach and see where they're coming from, and so.
So I think the personal relation in the first or two interviews is what counts. It's really.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Oh, okay, good. Um, to come back to the pro season, if you like to.
Yeah, sure.
um, 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 last year, Margie was the first Rising Phoenix, Miss Rising Phoenix, let's call it. Um, I don't know if she wants to compete this year. I don't know. um,
I think she is competing.
yeah, yeah, I know her, but I don't. I really want to tell it. um, um, what do you think is your goal to make your the next Rising Phoenix? What are you? Is your preparation up to?
Well, I compete to win. So, so my goal is, of course, to win the Rising
Yeah,
Phoenix. And another one is also, I really enjoy the journey. It's not just about standing on stage with a trophy
yeah,
and great, that's a reward, but I also like to see how my body can change. And this season, I was very fortunate to sign up with Chris Aceto. I live close to the airport, so there's a few planes coming over here once in a while. I signed with Chris Aceto in November,
yeah, yeah,
and he's one of the best coaches in the business.
yeah,
It's really, they call him the technician,
yeah.
and that's for a reason. He's really, really good.
Yeah, it's a really great name. Yeah,
So I'm just excited to see. I mean, I already have um, gotten great results since November, and I've changed my body in different ways, and I'm really happy with what I'm seeing so far. So I'm just really curious to see, you know, bodybuilding is sculpting your own sculpture. It's just molding and sculpting and shaping, and I'm just excited, like, each week to see how the process is moving forward and how my body is changing. And I see the stage as kind of like when you go to an art exhibition and you have the white linen over the sculpture and they reveal the sculpture, and
yeah,
here it is, you know.
yeah,
So I'm looking forward to that day where we'll be able to reveal the sculpture and you know, show what we've been working on.
yeah. This really sounds very cool. If I may say it in that way. I saw
And
you're not.
also with a title, you
Yeah,
know, I'm like, you know, it's cool enough to be, you get the trophy and you're recognized as
yeah,
the best person in the world, but for me it's also about, you know, what do you do with it?
yeah,
Do you just go home and you put the trophy in the trophy closet
yeah,
and that's it?
yeah.
Or what do you do with it? I mean, I see it as a responsibility.
Mhm.
If you win, that you represent the sport of bodybuilding, that you're the ambassador
Yeah,
of bodybuilding, and that you help make the sport rise, and that you just inspire and motivate
yeah.
people and let them see what a beautiful sport it is.
This is good opinion. I think that's my this is very good. Um, so you have no like I said any a real goal for the Rising Phoenix, like getting smaller or leaner or more shredded, or is it just you look what you can get after the time?
Um, I've been working on getting my back bigger.
Uh-huh.
Um, I think my back could have been thicker, definitely
Hmm.
thicker, maybe a little wider, but mostly in the thickness. I felt like I was lagging a little bit there. I always had really strong quads,
Yeah.
so I've always, you know, all my you know, training life, I've been working
Yeah.
on upper body, upper body, upper body. So last year was a lot of arms and arms and arms, getting the arms bigger.
We
And
can see.
this year it's just been back, just a lot of back.
Yeah.
So
Okay. So you want to, let's say, your goal is to get more proportions better and structure.
yeah, it's just my legs have always been overshadowing. So
Yeah.
just
Legendary legs of you.
body. It's all
Le-
about symmetry,
yeah.
that's the beauty of the sport. It's not necessarily about size,
Yeah.
it's all about proportions and symmetry and getting everything to flow.
That's a very cool opinion.
And
That's
also
good.
that's something I want to say to
Yeah.
the girls that are smaller. um, I'm one of the bigger girls, and it doesn't mean necessarily that you win just because you're big. I've had a lot of years also where I didn't really place all that well. And some of the smaller girls I've talked to,
Yeah.
like big physique girls,
Mhm.
they've been kind of like, oh, I don't think I can get that big, or it's like I'm in between physique and
Mhm.
bodybuilding, and I don't really think I can do bodybuilding. I'd say you can, because there's there's a lot of girls like Alana Ship.
Yeah.
She's not a big girl,
Yeah.
but she looks big on stage because
Right.
she got those crazy proportions.
Yes. Yes.
So it's all about proportion and symmetry. So I mean, don't be scared. Bodybuilding is cool. You get to
Yeah.
get like do a artistic routine, two
Yeah.
minutes, express your personality, and be artistic, choreograph everything, and just choose your own music, and you just get more. I feel you get to do more
Yeah.
in bodybuilding than some of the other categories. It's just 7 mandatory poses.
Yeah.
There's the quarter turns. There's
That's true.
the routine. So it's you get more stage time. So I definitely want to recommend other girls to try it out.
Yeah, thank you. This is a good advice, I think, because the most of girls or ladies, let's say ladies, are really scared to say, okay, I want to try bodybuilding, but what not to get big that big or something else. So thank you for the advice. It's more of the artistic way to say it. Um, and if you are gifted, use it maybe. I think or not. Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, I meet a lot of girls that really are, like you said, gifted,
yeah,
and they're like, oh, I have to really try
yeah,
and keep the muscle off,
yeah,
and do a lot of cardio and prep to burn off the muscle, and they grow easily.
yeah,
I'm like, all about finding your category is really where your body takes you.
yeah,
Some just have better genetics for building muscle than others.
yeah,
So it's
true.
all about your body type. If you're very small and petite and have very small waist
Yeah,
and very small joints,
yeah,
and you're just a small, then bikini is perfect. They are
yeah,
like so tiny and
yeah,
so fine.
yeah,
But if you're a little bit bigger, more athletic
yeah,
built, maybe it's more like physique and bodybuilding you
yeah.
got to do.
Maybe your advice is, if you are in the sport, use it and don't be afraid of it, right?
Exactly. You said it perfectly.
That's a good advice because we have in forum many posts of the ladies. I want don't to get too big because the men don't like me anymore and so on. But maybe if
Well,
they hear
I'm
you,
like, it's all about being feminine. I
yeah,
don't think necessarily big means that the guys don't like
yeah,
you, or it's just too much muscle or
yeah,
too masculine. Femininity is something you carry inside you. It's
yeah,
something that the way you act and
yeah,
talk and walk, and the way you are,
yeah,
it's not necessarily just because you have some muscle. It's
yeah,
like we all are born with muscle, and we have the right to develop it as well as the guys have.
yeah,
It doesn't make us guys.
yeah. What I say for years now, you say it. Thank you very much. Adam, do you have, I think, do you have at least any words you want to say to our German or European audience of our forum? Any greetings or something else?
I just want to say hello to all my friends over there in Europe and all my fans. Even though I live in the States now, you know, I'm thinking of you. I'm just very happy that a lot of you guys, you're writing me on Facebook and Instagram and following me. And I'm definitely, you know, 100% European. So I just really appreciate the support from home, and I really want to thank you for that.
Helle, thank you very, 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 very thousand times much for the interview.
You're welcome.